Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the International Engine of the Year Awards for 2013. My name is Tony Robinson. I'm the founder and CEO of UKIP Media and Events, which is a company organising the shows taking place here in Stuttgart this week. I'm also delighted to say that I am the founder of the International Engine of the Year Awards. And so it's a great pleasure to be with you all here this afternoon to present the 15th year of the International Engine of the Year Awards. Now, I think everybody knows now quite a lot about the awards. I'm just going to say one or two things which you should know and anything that's changed for this year. So first of all, you're probably all aware that the awards are organised entirely by Engine Technology International magazine. And the magazine is an entirely independent magazine. It's not financed or funded by any car manufacturing company. And the important thing is it therefore has an entirely non-partisan and independent structure to enable it to organise and run these awards every year. Just as important is the fact that we have an incredible judging panel. We have a total of 87 judges from 35 different countries around the world. And our judges are extremely well known. They represent the very top tier of automotive journalism. And as I say, they come from literally all over the world. They come from South America, they come from North America, they come from China and Russia and all over Europe. And as you can see from that map, there's not many places around the world that are not represented by our judging panel. The other thing you ought to know about our judging panel, they work on an entirely voluntary and free of charge basis. They also work on a totally non-conferring basis, so that everything that our judges do, all 87 of them, it's done entirely independently and with no conferring. And they allocate their points by engine category, and then once they've collectively the points have been added up and we've identified the individual category winners, what we then do is we tell our judges, look, these are the category winners, and now have another think to decide which of the category winners deserves to go on to become the outright and overall International Engine of the Year Award winner. And again, that process is done entirely independently with 87 judges casting their votes entirely on their own. And when we add it all up, we come to the outcome, and that gives us the outright and overall International Engine of the Year Award winner. Now, just going to say one other thing very quickly. This is about the value of these awards. They're held in very high esteem. They serve to underline the outstanding achievements of the world's best engine design teams. And the other thing they do is they have huge commercial value, because typically the awards will get publicity in something in the region of 80 to 100 countries. And in addition, a lot of our winners over the years of the categories and the outright overall Engine of the Year Award winner, well, they typically feature the awards in their TV commercials and their print media advertising. So they have huge commercial publicity. And I think we've got possibly an example of what Ford did last year when they won the International Engine of the Year Award with their 3-cylinder sub-1 litre engine. Do we have that here? Oh yeah, there you go. So, I'd like you to just give a warm welcome to Renata Lengi. Renata's worked with me on the awards from the beginning. Thank you. And Renata is responsible for a lot of the marketing for Engine Expo. If you receive one or two emails from us, that may have been something to do with Renata as well. Now, this year we have just one extra award category, and this we've decided to create an award category for the supplier technical innovation of the year. So it's a little bit aside from what we normally do, a new category for 2013, and Engine Technology Technical Development of the Year Award. It's from a supplier, and we have 6 finalists for this award. And firstly, we have Continental's Engine Management System 3. Then we have Bosch, and this is for their new hydraulic hybrid powertrain. Then Denso, and this is for their new lithium-ion battery pack designed specifically for stop-start. We have Federal Mogul's IROX. We have Delphi for Multec. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have Borg-Warner Beru, and this is for their dual coil ignition technology. Well, the winner, and this is a brand new award presented for the first time this year, the winner, Best Engine Technology Innovation, it goes to Bosch for the hydraulic hybrid powertrain. And please welcome, collecting this award, Mr. Frank Linkenheil. He's project leader for Bosch, and with him, Goots Nij, also project leader for this product. Well done. I hope I pronounced the names correctly there.
Yeah, it's difficult. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
So you've got a chance to take some pictures.
Well, we would like to thank this jury for the recognition of this award to a fairly large team. We are working on this hybrid powertrain development. We are very proud and honored, especially proud to receive this award for suppliers for the first time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you again from my side again. To start innovation of this kind, you need a clear vision and you need a strong confidence to overcome all the doubts and concerns. And we just want to summarize it with a quote of Mark Twain, who said, they didn't know that it was impossible, so they did it. Thank you.
So well done to Bosch there. Bosch actually having a very successful week here in Stuttgart, because they also made off yesterday with one of the Automotive Interiors Awards for Innovation and Excellence, and that again was for technical innovation. So the Bosch awards cabinet filling up quickly this week, and well done to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our established format now, and this is then to present our special category awards, and the first of these is for the best green engine of 2013. Now, the finalists. Firstly, we have GM for the 1.4 litre electric gasoline range extender powertrain. Then we have Fiat Group, and this is for the 875cc 2-cylinder turbo compressed natural gas engine. Then for the first time at the Engine of the Year Awards, getting a mention, we have Tesla. And this is for their full electric powertrain that's in the new Tesla Model S. Then we have Ford. This is for the 999cc 3-cylinder turbo. Then we have Mazda for the 2.2 litre Skyactiv diesel. And finally, we have Toyota for the 1.8 litre electric gasoline hybrid Prius powertrain. So this is Best Green Engine of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. And it goes to Fiat for the two-cylinder turbo compressed natural gas engine. And please welcome Mr. Dario Sacco, I beg your pardon, Dario Sacco, the head of powertrain at Fiat Research Centre in Turin.
In the closest run category at this year's awards, Fiat has made history with its 875cc two-cylinder turbo CNG, becoming the first ever alternative fuels heart to take home the green engine title. Fiat's engineers have opted for methane as the most technologically appropriate choice for contributing to emissions reduction, a decision that has enabled them to realise a Euro 6 compliant emissions level of 86 grams per kilometre of CO2. Nathan Tazelar from Autocompass says, Fiat made a bold move by going for a two-cylinder CNG in a segment dominated by three-cylinder diesels and hybrids. It turned out well though, because this tiny 875cc is entertaining, unbelievably cheap to run, and sounds like the classic Cinquecento as an added bonus.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me personally, for the company that I present here, to be here to receive this prestigious award. Today, the Twin Air Turbo CNG engine, that is a concrete and available alternative for reducing running costs and emissions, is awarded by the most important and influential international contest in the powertrain field. This is a further and significant evolution of our two-cylinder engine family, which was born in 2010 with the turbo gasoline engine and won the International Engine of the Year award in 2011, and then generated a naturally aspirated version and this CNG version we are talking about today. This recognition awards our engineers and researchers whose hard work has produced such a flexible and innovative engine for volume production. Fiat is leader in concept and production of CNG engines. Between 1997 and today, we have sold more than 500,000 of CNG cars and commercial vehicles in Europe. And it is, we believe, the way forward. The Twin Air Turbo CNG engine combines the environmental benefit of the methane fuel supplied with power and fun to drive, ensured by turbocharged and multi-air technologies. With brilliant performance, thanks to the 80 horsepower and 140 Newton meters, its fuel and emission reduction will make a significant contribution to further cut in Fiat average CO2 emission, where we have been recognized European leaders for many years. Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our next category award this afternoon is for the Best New Engine of the Year. And the finalists for this one are, firstly, Volkswagen Group for the 1.4-litre TSI ACT engine, which is the new Golf engine. Then it's Ferrari, and this is for the 6.3-litre V12. Then Mazda with the 2.5-litre Skyactiv petrol engine. We have Jaguar Land Rover, and this is for their new 3-litre supercharged V6. And then also coming into this category, Tesla, and this is for the new S electric powertrain. So this is the award for the Best New Engine of the Year. I should also mention, finally, in this category, we have Fiat, and this time, again, with the 875cc two-cylinder turbo CNG that, of course, we've seen just pick up that Best Green Engine of the Year. Well, the winner, this is the Best New Engine. It goes to Volkswagen for the new 1.4-litre TSI ACT. And please welcome Dr. Rüdiger Schengel. He's Head of Powertrain Development petrol engines at Volkswagen, and he won't mind me saying that he's also very much the father of the whole TSI engine family. And he probably won't mind me saying that he's been with us here for many, many years collecting awards at the International Engine of the Year Awards, and this is his last year to do this because he's going to retire. And I think that's a great shame, but it's maybe a nice decision, and I'm sure you're going to have a lovely time doing some other things. Well done.
With the outgoing Volkswagen 1.4-litre TSI twin-charger having won this category back in 2006, it's rather apt then that the all-new TSI family housed inside the 7th generation Golf also claimed first place in the coveted new engine category. It's the active cylinder technology management system that's received near universal acclaim. Volkswagen's powertrain engineers have applied an ingenious cylinder deactivation technology that results in the 4-cylinder dropping 2 pots under light loads without so much as the driver recognizing the transformation. Spanish motoring journalist Alvaro Soares Alonso says this TSI is destined to be a star. The ACT works in a nice and completely transparent way, and the output is comparable to the twin-charger engine.
Dear Tony Robertson, thank you very much for organizing this famous event since '99. And first of all, of course, thank you to all the judges who have voted for this active management technology. Thank you very much for this. And I want to say a few words about the history of this ACT. A lot of years ago, I wondered if it's possible to run a 4-cylinder engine in a 2-cylinder engine mode. And we tested it at that time with a 1.6 MPI engine, and it worked really well. So it was a great area in the engine map where we could run 2-cylinder. But at that time, it was not possible to realize it, because with an MPI system, you get unburned fuel into the catalyst if you cut off the ignition. And so we couldn't do it, and it was gone away for a lot of time. But with our new direct injection technology, we have reborn this idea, and in combination with the Audi AVS system, it was able to deactivate the inlet and exhaust valves, and with an easy way. So we adopted this AVS system to our engine. We had to do some modifications, and then the first introduction of this technology within the first test drive with our board members. So I was afraid what was the reaction, but it was a great success because the area in which you can run in size 2-cylinder activation, that's really a big area. And in my way, when I'm going home from work, I can run 90% in the 2-cylinder mode. And so it was an impressive way, and we got the release to introduce it into mass production. But the ACT version is not the only innovation that we have within our EA211 family. The engine will be introduced in a short time in a CNG version, because for Volkswagen it's a great future for CNG engines, and we will see it also in the E85 version, and it's a base engine for all the hybrid cars that we will introduce in the future. So thank you very much again. It's a great success and honor for me to be here again this year. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our next category this afternoon is the award for the Best Performance Engine of the Year. So, this is what our 87 judges concluded as their votes came in. The finalists for this one are firstly Porsche, and this is for the 3.8-litre Boxer engine. Then Mercedes, this is for the 6.2-litre V8. Then Ferrari for the 6.3-litre V12. Then we've got Ferrari again. This is for the 4.5-litre V8. Then we have McLaren. This is for their 3.8-litre V8. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, best performance engine, we have BMW, and this is for the M4.4 litre twin turbo. Well, winning the award, best performance engine in 2013, the winner is the Ferrari 6.3 litre V. He's the head of powertrain for Ferrari.
According to some, the days of the naturally aspirated 12-cylinder may be numbered, but that didn't stop Ferrari's 6.3-litre V12 winning this year's Performance Engine Award. The V12 Berlinetta's powertrain enchanted the judging panel with its head-spinning 740 horsepower output at 8,500 RPM and 690 Newton-meters of torque at 6,000 RPM. In the real world, such power means that the Berlinetta can sprint to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.1 seconds. American automotive journalist Jason Camisa enthused that Ferrari's newest V12 is quiet and refined when it needs to be, and loud enough to melt the intake valves of every other engine on the road.
Good afternoon, and thank you for this important award, which we appreciate very much at Ferrari. In fact, it's the third year in a row that we are here for those awards. And this time, we get the award for V12. So having a Ferrari V12 being awarded Best Performance of the Year is obviously fitting well to our company, since we have built 12-cylinder engines since the very beginning of this company in 1947. Nevertheless, despite this long tradition of V12 engines, we had to work hard in order to improve over what we had already done with the 599. And in fact, we have achieved some important results. The step on power was 120 horsepower if compared to the previous one. And the powertrain itself improved a lot on the performance of the car, with 30% more longitudinal acceleration, and with the same improvement also in fuel economy, with the help of stop and start and other features. So it was a very, very important job for us, with some success. And getting today this important award tells us that not only have we achieved, I would say, some powertrain giving to the driver, but also we have achieved also something on performance. So many thanks for this award, which we appreciate very much. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to our awards by engine size. And this first one then is for the best sub-1 litre engine of the year. Well, first up, we have last year's winner of the category, and also the engine that won the outright and overall International Engine of the Year award. And so that is the Ford 999cc 3-cylinder turbo engine. Then we have Fiat, and this is with their 875cc 2-cylinder turbo. Also, this one has won an International Engine of the Year award in 2011. Then we've got Volkswagen with the 999cc 3-cylinder engine. Then Renault-Nissan for the 898cc 3-cylinder TCE turbo. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have Volkswagen Group for the 999cc 3-cylinder CNG engine, and that's found in the VW. Victory, this one. The best sub-1 litre engine. For the second year running, it goes to the Ford 3-cylinder turbo, and please welcome, collecting this award, Dirk Heller. He is Director of Powertrain in Manufacturing for Ford of Europe.
Having landed 3 trophies at last year's awards, Ford's 1-litre EcoBoost has returned to claim the sub-1 litre crown for a second consecutive year. Awarded a massive 557 points by the judging panel, EcoBoost offers performance comparable with larger, more powerful 6- and 8-cylinder power plants and high real-world economy. The innovative EcoBoost squeezes out 125 horsepower and 170 newton meters of peak torque, with combined fuel economy figures of 5 litres per 100 kilometres and CO2 emissions of just 114 grams per kilometre. Few drivers could ever guess it is so small and has so few cylinders. The 1-litre EcoBoost points the way to the future of forced induction, small displacement power plants, said American automotive journalist Dan Carney.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Robinson, and thank you to the jury for recognizing Ford the second year in a row for this award, sub 1-liter engine. This is truly important and motivating moment for all of us at Ford, for the design team which designs this engine, but also for the manufacturing team which is building, manufacturing and assembling this engine each and every day in the highest possible quality. We are currently producing this engine in 2 manufacturing locations in Europe, in Craiova, in Romania, as well as in Cologne in Germany. And very, very soon we will bring this engine as well to the Asia-Pacific market, into a plant in Asia-Pacific. The engine has incredible success since we introduced it in the Focus last year at the beginning of 2012. Now we introduced it, meanwhile, in the B-Max, in the C-Max, and in the new Fiesta. We also introduced for the manufacturing locations cutting-edge technology. And I think this is important to mention, not only to produce an engine, but also as you produce the engine that you use the leading-edge technology here. We have, for example, on all the metal cutting operations, we are using minimum quantity lubrication, which is helping to save on resources and give us a sustainable footprint for the engine and for the manufacturing plant. I'm also, because of the success of the engine, I'm very proud to announce today that we are currently in the process to set up a second production August onwards to up to 1,000 engines per day. So this little big engine is presenting really a showcase of the potential for the combustion engine and for the future. So thanks again for this award from the entire Ford team.
Well done. So, next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the best 1-litre to 1.4-litre engine. And the finalists for this one are, well, firstly, Volkswagen for the 1.4-litre TSI. Then it's Volkswagen again, and this time it's for the 1.4-litre TSI twin charger. And just for the record, this engine has now won this category in 7 consecutive years, 7 years in a row. And next contestant, finalists, well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love this because actually the next one is Volkswagen again. And this time it's with the 1.2-litre TSI. And next up, you might have guessed it because it's actually Volkswagen. And this one is the 1.4-litre TSI ACT win the Best New Engine award this afternoon. And then, well, we have 2 other engines. We have Fiat Group's 1.4-litre multi-air turbo. And finally, we have GM, and this is for the 1.4-litre electric gasoline range extender engine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what's happened here this year creates yet another first for the International Engine of the Year Awards. Because this is the first time that any engine has ever won an award category for 8 consecutive years. The winner is the VW 1.4 TSI twin charger. And please welcome to collect this award, Dr. Herman Middendorf. He's the head of base engine development for the TSI engine family.
In winning this category, the 1.4-litre TSI twin-charger unit from Volkswagen has become the most celebrated powertrain in the history of the International Engine of the Year Awards, winning no fewer than 11 trophies since 2006. Twin-charger, with its blend of power, fuel economy and flexibility, once again charmed the judges, nearly all of whom couldn't help but heap praise on the innovative design which combines direct injection, a turbocharger and a supercharger. The VW mill has convinced everyone since it launched. It makes tiny diesels obsolete, enthused international freelancer Matt Davis. Meanwhile, Nicole Liu, technical editor at Car South Africa, added, although technically complex, Volkswagen still leads the downsizing trend in this capacity with the performance and feel of a much larger, naturally aspirated unit.
Thank you very much, Tony Robinson, for this fantastic award. Thank you to the whole jury today for this breathtaking moment for us. So now let me say, the grandfather of the successful TSI technology at Volkswagen has won the prize today. Success for us and a big demand for the whole team to bring new technologies in an even better way than we did it, but it's very, very difficult. So the success was not, we expected success when we started the development more than 10 years ago with this engine, but we never expected that it would be a real breathtaking step in this way, that we are able to control the segment by 8 years here in the technology side. So as we have seen, the biggest competitors are our own new engines, and we are hopeful that our new will step into the footmarks of the 1.4 TSI engine that are really big, but I think we can fulfill the requests of the customers and also the requests of our whole organization for future demands in technology, fuel reduction, and driving pleasure as well. So thank you once again to the whole jury, and we are proud and we are interested what will happen next year.
We are broadcasting, in effect, webcasting the International Engine of the Year Awards live worldwide, and we hope we've got people watching from Australia and Korea and America and all over the world. And if you are out there around the world and you've just tuned in, you are watching the International Engine of the Year Awards and that amazing win for the 8th year in a row by Volkswagen with the 1.4 TSI twin-charger engine. Quite incredible. It is a Grand Slam win. No other engine has ever dominated a category for that many years. So .4-litre to 1.8-litre engine of the year. And in this category, well, ladies and gentlemen, first up, it's Volkswagen, and this time with the 1.8-litre TFSI. Then it's Volkswagen again, and this is with the 1.6-litre TDI. Finalist number 3, it's Toyota, and this is for their 1.8-litre electric gasoline hybrid engine. And then we've got an engine which is the 1.6-litre to 1.8-litre class dominator. This one has won this award category for 6 years, and it's the BMW PSA Peugeot Citroën 1.6-litre turbo petrol engine. Next up we have Ford, and this is for the 1.6-litre turbo engine that's in Ford, Mazda and also Volvo cars. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mercedes-Benz, and this is for the 1.6-litre turbo. Well, Another award category dominated by one engine, because this one is for the 7th year running. The win goes to the BMW PSA 1.6-litre turbo. And please welcome, collecting this award, Jochen Schopp. He is the development manager V Engines at BMW, and he's joined also by Dennis Radero, and he is the project manager for EPS6CDTX engine. The EPS6CDTX engine at PSA Peugeot Citroën.
This BMW PSA co-developed powertrain has been victorious in its class for 7 consecutive years, reaffirming the benefit of OEMs participating in joint ventures. Batting away fresh competition from Volkswagen's and Mercedes-Benz turbocharged and petrol engines, and of Ford's 1.6-litre turbo and Toyota's current petrol hybrid unit, the BMW PSA power plant continues to stand the test of time. Dutch judge Nathan Teesler of Canos Autovies and Autocompass magazines explains the enduring popularity of this motor. Even after a few years, this engine is still the one to beat on a technological level. Fuel consumption is well within the tolerances of this segment, but the power delivery and specifications make it stand out with pride.
Thank you, Tony, for your kind introduction. Thank you for the whole judging team to elect our engine. Responsible in BMW for the design of V engines. I'm responsible since 11 years, chief engineer for exactly this engine. Therefore, we are very happy and proud to get this award again for the 7th time. And it's a special honor once for the company. It's a special honor for the complete cooperation team with PSA. It's also a special honor for me, for chief engineer, because when we started in 2002, we had totally nothing. We started with a blank sheet of paper. Therefore, it's a proof that we did the right job. What was impressive for me, I read some engine cooperations in the past, and you showed good examples and you showed bad examples. And I was very happy when I saw you elected our cooperation was the best engine cooperation ever. Therefore, thank you, Tony. Thank you for the team.
Hello to everybody. It is a great honor for me to stand here today. I am especially grateful for this nomination, and I'm proud and very pleased to accept it on behalf of PSA Peugeot Citroën. This award goes to all teams that worked on the design and development of and the passion was in the engine team, of course, but it was omnipresent also in the vehicle teams. And when we have the chance to fit such cars are RCZ, DS4, DS5, and more recently the 208 GTI, with a great emotion coming from the 205 GTI myth, at least in France. There is no doubt that everybody is on the deck to work hard and to allow the engine to express itself for the best of the whole vehicle behavior. And when it comes to the final trial, by our customers, by you, dear friends, let me tell you that the only thing that remains in our memory is satisfaction and pride, having done what was expected. As you generation of the engine, and this third award so this award is the third one for the last generation of our cooperation engine. This is especially a very good result of our fruitful and successful cooperation with BMW, as Hans said, and we are very proud of it. So once again, we deeply appreciate this nomination, and we are flattered of it, since as it became, I would say, the hallmark of excellence in engine business. So again, on behalf of PSA Peugeot Citroën, thank you very much.
So going up in engine size, our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the best 1.8 litre to 2 litre engine in 2013. And here we start with BMW again, and this is for the 2 litre twin turbo 4-cylinder petrol engine. Our next finalist is BMW again, and this time for the 2 litre twin turbo diesel engine. Then it's Volkswagen, and this is for the, I should say, Volkswagen Group for the 2 litre 4-cylinder TFSI. And then it's Volkswagen again, TDI engine. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mazda, and this is for the 2 litre DI Sky Active engine. And then in best 1.8 litre to 2 litre engine, we have Ford, and this is for the 2 litre turbo. Well, this one turned out to be a very close call. I think we ended up rechecking the numbers and counting the figures a couple of times over. The winner is best 1.8 to 2 litre engine of 2013. The winner is the BMW 2. Jochen Schopp, he's development manager at BMW, and he's back again.
The twin power turbo brings together a handful of BMW's powertrain technologies, including twin scroll turbocharging, high-precision direct injection, Valvetronic fully variable valve control, and double Vanos continuously variable camshaft control. The resulting levels of performance and consumption are as impressive as each other. Even in the Z4 S-Drive application, the unit generates 350 Newton-meters of torque and 245 horsepower, while returning 6.8 litres per 100 kilometres on the combined cycle and CO2 emissions of only 159 grams per kilometre. That had the judges purring. For a 328i or 528i to have just 2 litres and 4 cylinders sounds all wrong to the traditional list, but they had better get used to it because it's great. Infused UK-based freelance journalist John Semeister.
Thank you again, Tony. Thank you again for the judges for this award for our 2 litre engine. It's a great pleasure for us to get this award exactly for this engine, because this engine is the most important gasoline engine of our group, BMW. This engine you can have in almost any vehicle. It's worldwide available and is the best. We say we want to have efficient dynamic, and it's the best possible synthesis for power, fuel economy, but also for acoustic. And what we see at our customers, we have excellent feedback from our customers exactly for this engine. Worldwide, they prefer the perfect acoustic of the engine, but they prefer also the good power output of the engine. Therefore, what we didn't expect, we started initially with a volume planning, and we are very surprised at the moment. We produce almost double of the original planning as a volume planning. This means this engine has a real good success for us and also for the team.
Well done to BMW. And our next category then is the award for the best 2 litre to 2.5 litre engine of the year. This one's another incredibly close battle. For this award, first up we have Mazda for the 2.2 litre Sky Active diesel. Then we've got Mazda again, and this time for the 2.5 litre Sky Active petrol engine. Then it's Mercedes-Benz again, and this time it's for the 2.1 litre electric diesel hybrid. Then we've got Volkswagen Group, and this is for the 2.5-litre Audi 5-cylinder turbo. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, for best 2 to 2.5-litre engine, we have the Ford PSA JLR 2.2-litre diesel. Well, as I said already, it's a very close call, this one. It's very close between the Mazda Skyactiv diesel and the Volkswagen 2.0. The winner, best 2 to 2.5-litre engine in 2013, it's the Audi 2.5-litre turbo. And please welcome, to collect this award, Jörg Nutz, Head of Base Engine Mechanics at Audi, and also Michael Gantz, he's Head of Powertrain for Development at Quattro.
Once seen as a highly unpredictable category within the International Engine of the Year Awards, having been won by no fewer than 8 car makers in the first 11 years of the awards, the 2 to 2.5-litre unit. First launched in the TTRS and then made available in the RS3 and Q3 RS models, Audi's 2,480cc power plant remains one of the most characterful on the market, with a soundtrack that is reminiscent of the Quattro's rally heyday in the 1980s. The end result is that the TFSI engine has now won this category 4 years on a spin, and for Gary Sang, one of the 3 jury members from China, it's a much-deserved victory. It will likely be remembered as one of the greatest 5-cylinder engines in the history of internal combustion technology.
Mr. Robinson, jury members, ladies and gentlemen. Was one of Audi's most emotional products, the TTRS. This engine will also add RS emotions to the Q3, as deliveries of the RS Q3 will begin in the fall. As you know, Audi has a long tradition of 5-cylinder turbocharged engines. Remember the Rally Quattros, the S1 Pikes Peak, the Trans Am, and the IMSA GTO track cars, all won thanks to the combination of a quattro drivetrain and turbocharged 5-cylinder engines. Our turbocharged 5-cylinder has maximum power output of 360 horsepower in the TTRS Plus. In the RS Q3, our first SUV to carry the RS badge, it will offer 310 horsepower. In both models, this engine offers driving thrills, great sound, and also low fuel consumption. This power unit is the top of the range variant of Audi's transversally mounted engine, and it was developed in a joint project by Quattro and Audi. For this reason, thanks to the engineering team and
also some thanks from my person, and also some thanks from these people who cannot be here today and who worked also very hard on this project. And yes, it's a great honor for each engine developer. So thank you once more for the jury. Thank you. Yes.
So we move on now, ladies and gentlemen, to our next category, and this sector we have Stuttgart locals in the form of Porsche for the new 2.7-litre direct injection engine. Then we have BMW for the multiple award-winning 3-litre bi-turbo 6-cylinder petrol engine. Then we've got BMW again, and this is with the BMW 3-litre twin-power tri-turbo diesel 6-cylinder M engine. And next up, well, it's BMW again, and this is for the 3-litre twin-power turbo diesel 6-cylinder. And then it's BMW yet again, and this is for the 3-litre twin-power turbo 6-cylinder gas. In this category, ladies and gentlemen, we have Volkswagen Group for the 3-litre V6 TDI. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a category which has been dominated over the years by BMW. The winner, best 2.5-litre to 3-litre engine in 2013. The winner is the Porsche for the 2.7 direct injection engine, and please welcome Thomas Wasserbash, General Manager for Flat Engine Development at Porsche.
This year there's a new winner in the 2.5. Delivering 265 horsepower at 6,700 RPM from its flat six setup, the engine can propel the Boxster from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.5 seconds before reaching a top speed of 264 kilometers per hour. While in the Cayman, the 6-cylinder realizes an impressive 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers fuel economy on the combined cycle, with CO2 emissions of just 192 grams per kilometer. US jury member Mark Norderloos was particularly impressed. Porsche's 2.7-litre flat six is yet another example of the brilliance of the naturally aspirated engine.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Robinson. Our smallest engine in our Boxer family, and it's an even greater highlight for us because in this year Porsche celebrates the 50th anniversary of Boxer engines at Porsche. My colleagues and I have worked hard to ensure that this latest generation of the 2.7 Boxer engine in the new Porsche Boxster and in the Cayman combines the best in sports car performance and in the other way the maximum of fuel economy. So, on behalf of my colleagues of the Development and Research Center in Weissach and in the name of all Porsche employees, I would like to thank UKIP for this great award. Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, and for those of you who have tuned in to watch us from all around the world, we have 2 more awards to go before I'm going to tell you what is the outright and overall International Engine of the Year for 2. To 4-litre engine, and this is the outcome, as you know, of the consideration of 87 judges from 35 different countries. So, best 3-litre to 4-litre engine, our finalists. First up, Volkswagen Group for the new 4-litre TFSI. Then we've got Porsche for the 3.8-litre Boxer. Porsche again, and this time for the Porsche 3.4-litre engine. Then we've got McLaren. This is for the 3.8-litre V8. BMW, and this is with the 4-litre V8. Well, again, a very, very close count, this one. The winner, the best 3 litre to 4 litre engine of the year, it goes to McLaren. Please welcome Mark Vinnells, he's Programme Director, and Richard Farker, Head of Powertrain Programmes at McLaren.
McLaren Automotive's fabulous 12C supercar V8 Heart has taken first place in the hotly contested 3 litre to 4 litre category, ending a BMW. 99 kilograms and has had its power output increased for 2013 to generate 625 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. If that's not impressive enough from a 3,799cc unit, there's also a 600 Newton meters of torque to be had between 3,000 and 7,000 RPM. For Dan Carney, a freelance journalist in the USA, the package comes together perfectly. McLaren's V8 seems to manufacture power on an industrial scale, despite its compact size. As car makers struggle to avoid fuel consumption penalties in super sports cars, more of them will develop engines like McLaren's.
Well, thank you. And firstly, I'd just like to thank the panel of judges for particularly as this is our first road car engine. Our vision is to produce iconic sports cars. And when we started with the 12C program, both ourselves and our engine partners at Ricardo knew we needed to deliver an engine which didn't just deliver performance in terms of power and torque, but was a fundamental integrated part of the vehicle architecture, necessary really to deliver all of the performance parameters for our vehicle. At McLaren, I think we're very passionate about delivering great cars, led by engineering, technology, and innovation. And we're continuing that trend. Ricardo colleagues in Worthing for developing the engine in what was record time in parallel with the vehicle. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final category by engine size, and it's the award for the best over 4-litre engine. And first up, we have Ferrari for the 6.3-litre V12. It's already won one award this afternoon. Then we have Ferrari again, and this time it's for the 4.5-litre V8. Mercedes again, and this time for the AMG 6.2-litre V8. Then BMW M for the BMW M 4.4-litre twin turbo. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have Volkswagen Group, and this time it's for the 6.5-litre V12 Lamborghini Aventador engine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, best over 4-litre engine in 2013, it goes to Ferrari for the 6.3-litre V12, and please welcome, for the second time,
For the past 2 years, Ferrari and its flat-plane V8, as found in its 458 Italia, have dominated the above 4-litre category. This year, the benchmark supercar has finally been humbled by its bigger, more powerful brother, the 6.3-litre V12 from the F12 Berlinetta. Originating from one of the most desirable cars of all time, the engine has its roots in the Enzo. In its latest iteration, the unit has undergone further revisions to produce deeply impressive performance figures of 740 horsepower and 690 Newton meters of torque, while achieving a substantial 30% drop in CO2 and fuel consumption. The F12 picked up numerous fans among the judges, with a specific output of is a true masterpiece, enthused French jury member Thierry Etienne.
Yes, good afternoon again. This is the first time in a row I'm here to collect an award for Ferrari for more than 4-liter category engines. Last 2 times were for the 4.5-liter 458 engine, V8, and now it's for V12. This is just an example of our wide range of engine powertrains in Ferrari. We are probably the smallest company in the world having such a wide range of engines designed and built by the company. Which has just been launched for the LaFerrari with Albert technology. And this is the link for Formula One, in which we are big stakeholders in the next 60 years almost. So our company has a very aggressive and very wide range of activities. And I think that such a small company may have this kind of success only because we have the fortune to have a very dedicated and very strong team of young engineers. And I'm very proud to have been given the responsibility of this team. I want to thank them. So I want to thank the jury. I want to thank my teams of young engineers and dedicate this award to them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the very biggest moment of the day, because this next award is the award for the outright and overall International Engine of the Year in 2013. So this is where our judges, all 87 of them, from 35 countries, we asked them to put on their thinking hats one more time and go through the list of the winners by category to determine which of the engines an overall winner of the International Engine of the Year award. Now, let's just have a quick look at our winners by category. And for those of you who may be watching us from anywhere around the world, just to run you through our winners by engine size and by category, we've got Ford with the 999cc 3-cylinder turbo. That engine, of course, won the International Engine of the Year award last year. We've got Volkswagen Group with the 1.4-litre TSI twin charger. You've already seen this afternoon that the outright and overall International Engine of the Year award. Then we've got BMW, PSA, Peugeot, Citroën with the 1.6-litre turbo petrol engine, another one that dominates its category. We've got the BMW 2-litre twin-turbo 4-cylinder petrol engine. Audi with the 2.5-litre 5-cylinder turbo. And then we've got new for this year, Porsche with the 2.7-litre direct injection. We've got McLaren with the 3.8-litre V8. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Ferrari in contention with the 6.3-litre V8. 13, because quite simply our judges are looking at those engines one by one and they are recasting their votes for the engine that they feel should go on to become the outright and overall winner of the International Engine of the Year award top trophy. Well, the winner of that award in 2013 It's for the second year running. It's going to the Ford 3-cylinder turbo. And please welcome, collecting this award, Joe Backeye. He's the Vice President.
Engines that are brilliant win the International Engine of the Year award, but it is only those that are truly great that win the overall Gong back-to-back. And that's exactly what Ford's outstanding 3-cylinder EcoBoost unit has done. Ford's victory this year means that its 999cc charged firecracker has won no fewer than 5 awards in just 24 months. And with heavy scoring from the judges, the tiny motor secured a record final round tally of 479 points. It was clear that there was only ever going to be one winner this year. This is a truly remarkable engine, and the fact that it secured first place with such ease shows that our judges appreciate all the hard work that Ford's powertrain engineers have put in. Ford's first ever 3-cylinder design is still the engine to beat across the board. It's economical in real-world conditions, while the compact turbo helps ensure that the entire package can power with ease larger vehicles like the Grand C-Max. Bravo, Ford!
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tony, and thank you to all of the judges that voted for us this year. This truly is a great and unexpected honor to be voted back here for the second year in a row. Now, since we were here last year, where we just launched the engine in the Ford Focus, we've been pretty busy, and we've gone on to launch the 1-litre EcoBoost engine in the all-new Fiesta, where that engine achieves 99 grams per kilometre of CO2 and delivers that great driving performance and refinement that our 1-litre EcoBoost customers have come to love and know. So in terms of the sales rates of the engine in the market, we've been very encouraged by the response of the customers. So in the all-new Fiesta, we're actually selling more 1-litre EcoBoost engines than we're selling diesel engines at the moment in the European market. And our sales rate is at 24% of all customers. In the all-new B-Max vehicle, we are currently selling 42% of 1-litre EcoBoost engines to our customers. And the story goes on because at the end of this year, we're going to launch our 1-litre engine in the all-new Transit and Tourneo Connect vehicle. And that will be followed early in 2014 by the launch of the same engine in our all-new Transit and Tourneo Courier vehicle, followed by the European launch of the EcoSport vehicle, again with the 1-litre engine. So all in all, once those vehicles are on the market, we expect by 2015 But of course, this engine is more than just a European engine. It's also planned for the global market. And as I speak, we are currently launching the 1-litre EcoBoost engine in China and in India in our EcoSport vehicle. And at the end of this year, we'll be bringing the engine to the US, where it will launch in the Fiesta. So still a lot of work ahead for the global team. And of course, as engine design engineers, our work is never finished. And in fact, the engine design team, is currently working on the next generation. I'm going to get on a plane and fly straight over to England and go straight to the team in Dunton and give them this very prestigious award. And that's really going to motivate them to do even better next time and go further with our next generation designs. So with that, let me thank again Tony and all of the judges involved in this. Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, fabulous second win for Ford there. All of the judges, how the point scoring was allocated, and all of the information that you might want in addition to what we've already said. I'm just going to say a couple of other things. Firstly, we always like to end the International Engine of the Year Awards with the outcome of what's happened over now 15 years of presenting these awards. And you can see here that BMW still lead with a total of 56 awards that they've picked up, followed by Volkswagen, Audi with 29, Toyota with 22, and Honda tied with 22. So that's the outcome of 15 years of presenting the International Engine of the Year Awards. And finally, government, located just over there, the Welsh Invest in Wales team would like to invite all of you, winners included, to join them for some drinks on their stand, a booth which is just behind you. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Well done to our winners, some wonderful achievements this year, and I look forward to seeing you all again next year for the 16th year of presenting the awards. Thank you very much. Thank you.